Good morning. I hope everybody's doing okay. Um, this is a little bit outside of my comfort zone here, so you'll have to excuse me as I make this. But for those of you that don't know me, my name is Mike Maspero. I am 43, almost 44 years old, living in San Antonio, Texas. And I guess I just wanted to kind of get out of my comfort zone. I wanted to do something that isn't really something that I normally would. Um, I wanted to kind of put myself out there and, I don't know, just do something different in the hopes that not only does this reach myself, by putting this out in the universe, help myself in the things that I'm dealing with, but also maybe what I'm talking about here could help somebody else and could help others move through things that they can possibly be going through. So yeah, I guess I'll just kind of get into it and just get started. I'm not really good about expressing my feelings, and I'm not very good at verbalizing those things. So, in an effort to try and do that, and through reflecting of myself and knowing that this is something that is a problem within me, I thought that maybe this would be a good way to do that, right? To start that process of putting myself out there, being more vulnerable with my feelings, and kind of just being more open with myself. And I think that that's important, and I think that's kind of the reason why I wanted to do this. I journal a few times a week. I meditate almost daily, pretty much daily. I miss a day here and there, obviously, but I meditate pretty much daily. I do have a therapist that I talk to once every 2 weeks, and all those things help. But the fact of the matter is that there's always things that I need to work on, and the biggest one, in my eyes, is making sure that I don't just express what I'm feeling, but do it in a way that's positive, in a way that elicits change. So here it goes. I have honestly been in quite a state of depression for at least the last 4.5, 5 months, if not longer. Um, I haven't felt good about myself. I have been self deprecating. Uh, I have um, been self destructive within relationships, within relationships with other people, and relationships with myself. And it's been hard to come to that realization that this self inflicting pain that I'm doing to myself is the root of a lot of my problems. Um, because of this and because of these feelings that I have towards myself, I have uh, basically segregated myself from everybody. I feel like I don't want anybody to have to deal with the things that I'm dealing with. And sure, I have friends, and I've talked to friends, and I've talked about the problems that I have going on, and they've listened, and some have given advice, and some have just been there for me. And those that have been, I can't thank enough for being there for me, for doing the things that they've done, for helping me through a lot of situations and times that I really felt at my lowest. My family, my mom, my dad have both been rocks. My daughter, my 18-year-old daughter, has been a rock, and really understanding. And through it all, one of the things that I've noticed is that, because of the line of work that I'm in, because I'm a parent, because I do have family that depend on me to a certain extent, I usually have to put on a mask, and I usually have to um, not hide or cover those feelings, but I have to put them I have to put them to the side just for the betterment of everything that's going on. And um, that's okay, but at the same time, I need an outlet, and I need to be able to have something to talk to, someone to talk to, and hopefully, again, this is the outlet that I thought of that could possibly be it, other than the therapy and the journaling and all that kind of stuff. But um, through the self destruction, the self deprecation, I've lost things that were extremely important to me. I have messed up relationships. I have um, I've done things to people that I care about a lot that um, were not didn't have anything to do with them. At the end of the day, this is with me. This is all about me, and well, at least this what I'm doing right now is all about me. The relationship stuff is completely different. I'm not going to even touch that with the stick right now. This is a different avenue that I'm going down. But anyway, the self-deprecation, the self-destruction, the thoughts in my head of not being good enough, of not thinking that I'm good enough, all come from a place of trauma and things that I didn't realize that were there, that I'm working through in therapy now, which is a good thing. But at the same time, just things that I didn't even realize were problems that are problems. And I'm working through all that. And one of the things that comes to mind a lot is uh, going back, right? Like, why can't I just go back to the person that I was before all this happened? Why can't I just go back to the person that I was, before I met so and so, or before I did this thing, or before this thing happened? Um, the thing I've come to realize with that is that there's been a lot of change that's happened in my life, a lot of growth that has happened in my life, a lot of um, positive things that have happened in my life that I've been able to do to better myself. And unfortunately, through this self-destruction and negative self-talk and all sorts of other things, I've kind of pushed aside all of the great and positive things that I've been able to do. And even though, going back to the person that I was before would be easy, would be uh, well, easy is to say the least, but would be something that would be comfortable. Um, the positive change that I've made in my life is something that I don't want to change. Obviously people change, situations change, things change. But at the end of the day, if we don't grasp the positives that have happened because of that change, then all we're doing is kind of putting ourselves back, right? Setting ourselves back. And I think that's what I've been doing, is that even though I've had all this positive change, even though that I've had all of these great things that have happened in my life within the last few years, um, I haven't shed positive light on that. And now sitting where I am and dealing with the things that I've been dealing with, personally, privately, um, it is something that has put a positive spin on my life. Moving forward, with things, knowing that even though going back to the way that things were would be wonderful, that going back to the way things were would be um, comfortable, right? Change isn't comfortable. That's something that somebody taught me a long time ago, that you have to get uncomfortable before the change happens. And um, I've been uncomfortable a lot, and I didn't handle it very well. Um, because all I wanted to be was comfortable. And now I realize that all of those uncomfortable moments and all of those uncomfortable conversations have led me to a point to where I am now, to where I am today. And all those uncomfortable uh, places and conversations that were had have led me to a very positive place where I'm doing a lot of positive things within my life that I never really looked at in a positive light. Um, Change is hard. Moving forward is hard, um, especially when you're doing it on your own. But at the end of the day, not only is it something that I need to do, it's something that I've already been doing, and it's something that unfortunately I didn't see soon enough. I didn't see how great the things that I were doing were and how positive those things were. Um, Through my therapy and through a lot of other avenues in self-reflection and just putting things into perspective, I'm starting to see that now, and it feels really, really good. Um, it's gotten me to a point to where I am digging myself out of this feeling, digging myself out of this hole, digging myself out of the self-destruction, the self-deprecation, the the negative self-talk of myself, and realizing that not only is the person that changed from the knucklehead that I was 5, 6, 7 years ago to the man that I am now, not only is that great, but the things that I'm doing on my own are great too. And don't get me wrong, I have a lot of help. I do have a great structure. I do have a great tribe that's behind me. My village is strong. The people that support me are strong. You know who you are, those of you that do watch this. And yeah, it's enlightening to get to this point, and it's enlightening to really feel the things that I'm feeling now, especially about myself and especially about the man that I've become and the man that I continue to become. Because to be honest with you, I am 100% a work in progress. I probably always will be. At 44 years old, there's things that I'm still learning, not only about myself but about the world, and obviously with the world changing as much as it is right now, it's hard to not be constantly changing and not constantly being in a position where you have to change. And again, change is uncomfortable. Change is something that is not easy to do, but by living in the moment and living in the present, it's something that is a positive aspect of our lives. And it's taken me, well, almost 44 years to understand that and realize that uncomfortable conversations are necessary, and being uncomfortable in situations is necessary. And if we constantly just look for comfort and constantly just look for being comfortable in situations, no growth happens, no change happens. Somebody very wise told me that, and it took me a long time to realize it, probably too much time to realize it, but here I am, right? Here I am, and I'm going to continue to move forward. I'm going to pick myself up, I'm going to dust myself off, and I'm going to keep on going because it's what I have to do. The world's not going to stop spinning. Time's not going to stop ticking. I'm not going to stop aging, right? I'm going to keep getting older. And unless I start to very realistically look at these things, then I'm not going to keep on growing. And growth is important throughout our lives. So I guess that's it for right now. I'm looking at the clock and we're already at 15 minutes. I'm one to babble, so I will go ahead and stop right there. My intentions with this are probably to do this once a week. I know today's Wednesday, not that it'll be Wednesday, but once a week I want to try and put a video up so that way I kind of get my feelings and my reflections from the week out. But this week I think was just important to kind of get out there, get this out there, right? Get this out into the universe, get this understanding of myself and understanding of what it is that I'm doing personally out there. And I know there's probably not going to be a lot of people that are going to watch this. I mean, I'm planning on putting it up on YouTube and putting it on social media and that kind of thing. And I mean, like I said, out of my comfort zone, getting myself out there. But yeah, I don't expect very many people to watch this, but hopefully the people that do understand that either you've been a big part of me figuring this out, you have been a big influence on me understanding more about myself, or you've been somebody that has been there for me, somebody who's shown me these things. And I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everything about you guys, whether you're in my life currently or you're not, whether we talk every day or we don't. I greatly appreciate everybody that's in my life, and I hope that you all understand that. All right. Before I start getting emotional, that's enough for today. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.